Hey you guys, Tryhard Casual here, and I want to do something a little bit different today. So basically, I want to start this series where we go through random Konar tasks, and I just kind of, very informally teach you how to do them. Kind of like an impromptu Slayer lesson, if you will. Now I do actually want to create like proper Slayer guides for killing monsters and stuff like that. I'm going to get around to that eventually, but for right now I just kind of want to make these quick, easily digestible like little guides on random tasks. I'm basically just going to kind of show you my thought process on why I go with certain gear, or, why I'm going to use this method of killing a monster, and just, top to bottom how to do the tasks that we get assigned. So let's just head over there and see what we get. Oh, I already had a task. Okay, so I guess we're doing Mithril Dragons. I forgot I had that one already. Actually, I think this might not be a bad task to start with. It's not a typical one. It's definitely a more advanced Slayer task. I haven't actually done it in a while, so it'll be good to get a refresher on this. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't exactly done these in a while, so I'm going to open up the wiki and just kind of check out what's going on with the Mithril Dragons. Basically, I'm going to do this for any Slayer task I'm on. It's just, the wiki is a phenomenal resource to use if you're not familiar with what monster you have assigned on a task. It'll tell you what the monster's weak to, what drops, where to find them, stuff like that. So I just highly recommend opening up the wiki and just giving a good read through if it's something you've never done before. So if we look at the weaknesses, I see stab right away. I know in my bank I have a good stab weapon, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to melee it. So yeah, now we have like a basic kind of understanding of what's going on with the Mithril Dragons, so we can go into the bank and, check out the gear we're going to be using for this. I just kind of wanted to throw out there that I know I'm going to be running through this stuff like very quickly. I'm going to breeze over some stuff. So if you have any questions just about the gear I'm using, alternatives, replacements, I have a little bit of RuneScape knowledge. I know a little bit. I know some stuff. So if I can answer the question you have, I'll be happy to. It's seriously not a problem at all. So let's start going over what gear we're going to be using. I already said I know I have a good stab weapon, so that's what we're going to be using. I have a Zamorak and Hasta. It's going to work just fine. I'm going to pair that with the Dragon Defender. That's pretty obvious. Now, I always like to bring a spec weapon if I'm able to, so I'm going to bring the Saradomin Godsword. Scrolling down, we're going to start looking at some of the armor that we're bringing and what defensive bonus we're going to be looking for. So I know that the Mithril Dragons, they attack with 2 different attack styles. Maybe it's 3. It's at least 2. But what we're going to do is be in melee range. We're going to pray for melee. And we're going to be trying to maximize our magic defense bonus. So what we're going to do is bring the Karill's top and bottom to help with that. We're going to be on task. So obviously a Slayer helm is going to be great. That's going to be best in slot for your helmet. Like no matter what if you're on a Slayer task. And besides that, we're just going to maximize strength bonuses. Got a Fire Cape. That's going to work just fine. Barrow's Gloves. I do have Primordial Boots. We're going to throw those on. Let's see what else. We do have the Amulet of Torture. We're going to throw that on. Also, the Berserker Ring. That's an obvious pick right there just for strength bonus. And we're just going to pick a blessing. We got plenty to choose from. I always go for the Rada's Blessing because I can just teleport straight back to the Konar task and start the next one up as soon as possible. So I think that is all of the gear we're going to need. Let's see if I forgot anything. I did not, so we're going to be looking like this. We're going to be balling. Yeah, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy right here. Okay, so we know what type of gear we're going to be using, what style of attack we're using. Let's look at the consumables and different inventory stuff we're going to be bringing. So I know the best way to get to Mithril Dragons is just to use Games Necklace, Barbarian Assault Teleport. It'll be basically right there if you just run south. That's available to almost everybody. There's like no reason you shouldn't be able to use a Games Necklace for getting there. So I actually have a jewelry box in my house, so I'm just going to bring some house tabs. That's going to save me an inventory slot instead of having to actually bring a Games Necklace. Beyond that, we're going to need a few prayer potions because we're just going to be praying melee, and it's going to drain fairly quickly since we're not in prayer gear. So we saw that Mithril Dragons are a little bit more profitable than some of the other stuff, so we'll splurge a bit. We're gonna treat ourselves to a super combat potion here. That's not something I'm always going to use on a Slayer task. As you may have noticed, we also did not pick up like an anti-dragon fire shield, so what we're going to use is an extended super anti-fire. These potions actually let you just not use anything whatsoever. You just drink the potion, you're going to be completely protected from dragon fire attacks and stuff like that. That's going to be absolutely imperative to pick one of these up. Beyond the potions, we just basically need some food for this one. Sharks will do just fine. If you want to splurge on some mana rays, that'll be fine. See, with all this, I think we're actually ready to start our task. So let's make our way over there. Look how close you are. You just use the Games Necklace, Barbarian Assault Teleport, and you just run a little bit south to the dungeon. This is what we're aiming for right here. I actually almost forgot to set up quick prayers for this, so we're going to need Protect Melee, because that's what we're going to be protecting. I prefer to have Preserve on, and we're also going to be using Piety for this, because these monsters are a little bit tough. They're a little bit tough, so it's worth using Piety on. So before we step down the stairs right here, we're going to take a sip of Super Anti-Fire. and we're gonna start running. Oh yeah, we should also probably protect from magic while we're running through here. Almost forgot. So we run up the stairs. That's gonna take us right to the Mithril dragons, and we can basically start right away. That's why we need those quick prayers ready, because we're just shoved straight into the action. So yeah, these guys can take a little bit to kill. They have high defense, you know, even with our stab weapon, even with our stats boosted, it can still take a little while depending on how often you hit. And that actually died a bit faster than I was expecting. I don't think we're actually gonna need all these sharks. I might have went a little overkill on that, and with the prayer potions, we're definitely not gonna need 4. Dude, these guys are not hitting me at all. This is fucking crazy. I remember last time I did this, I was just getting destroyed. So yeah, this is our last one already. I mean, we've been here like not even 5 minutes. We're almost done. And another 0. That's amazing. Glad I paid 30 mil for this or whatever the fuck it costs. That's it. Wow. Okay. That was super freaking quick. I'd actually prefer if that task was a little bit longer just to, you know, make some more money on that. Yeah, look at like 30k in less than 5 minutes. I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. So Mithril dragons, would I do them? If your combat stats are high, you know, definitely. They went super quick. Might as well. If you've never done them before, I'd say give it a shot, see how it goes, just kind of get a feel for doing something different, you know, something you're not used to. Yeah, so that's basically the end of the guide here. There wasn't too much to it. It was more build-up than actual fighting. Like, the actual fighting was, like I said, less than 5 minutes, so it was kind of funny. I think I'm going to keep doing these as just like an ongoing series, just random impromptu Konar Slayer tasks. This is a little bit challenging for me because I'm used to doing the scripts, you know, writing out my guides, getting all my thoughts down onto paper and organizing them in like a clear and cohesive manner. But this is something a little different. I like doing it. There's a different feel to it. I do have another guide planned soon, probably within the next week or 2. I'm gonna have it out. It's gonna be about barbarian mixes and, you know, why you should use them. Is there a reason to use them? You know, these things that no one uses. Dead content, right? It actually might not be. That might not be dead content. But I'll get that out soon. We'll talk about it. Like I said, don't be afraid to ask me anything. It's very easy to answer everyone on here since my channel is so small, and I'll be happy to do it, honestly. This is like the one game I'm playing, so I am more than happy to talk about it with people. But that's it for now. I hope you guys learned something, and have a wonderful day.